Hey, Eastern Oregon, I'm glad you're here on this July the 1st on AM on EOAlive, your connection to Eastern Oregon. Man, it's warm out there. How you doing, man?
Good. It's already July.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Hey, BC.
Yeah.
Why was the baby ant confused?
Why?
Because all his uncles were ants.
Like that's just cornball. It's like a dad joke again. Yeah.
Oh, there was a storm last night, and I didn't have power till 4 o'clock, probably, but right around 4. It went out about 7. That whole side of town over by Greenwood, there's trees down. There's chainsaws going like 2 o'clock in the morning. My phone was almost dead, so I was like worried. So I stayed up because I didn't want I didn't want to be late for the second time ever to this show.
Well, I'm glad you made it on time.
I got some video footage of the rain last night. Wow.
I know.
Poured.
I know. Did you see our post? Did you see the post I put up? And it's like,
yeah,
there were a bunch of people that put stuff there, you know? Yeah. It was just
trees everywhere down on over on Greenwood, on Spruce. It was crazy.
I know.
And right across the street from me, they had power.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just the way the power grid happens to work. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and when you get on Fur and you're going towards like the Greenwood coming down Fur, it is dark down there when there's no power.
It's what?
It's dark. That road is really dark when there's no power. I mean, it is dark. I went out for a walk last night about 9 after the rain stopped and just walked down the block. I didn't go on to Spruce because there was a lot of emergency vehicles over there, but I just walked down to the market down there at the end of Fur and turned around and went back, and it was so dark.
That's weird when it's that way, isn't it? It's just like, it's just kind of eerie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have some friends who, they showed one of their parents had a big old tree that fell just barely missed their house, but hit the front of their car. And it was kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, we're trying different things today, folks. If you're tuning in, if you type in EOA.news, it will take you to a place where you can video call in. And so please do so anytime. We don't have a guest this morning except you. It gives us an opportunity to talk to you guys. So EOA, which stands for EOAlive, EOA.news, and it will take you to a place where you put your name in and you turn your camera on and just pop in anytime. We'll have a short conversation and talk to you guys. We'll see how this is. Hopefully we don't have like any rude.
Yeah, the only thing you have to do to qualify is be smarter than me. And so there you go.
And if we don't know you, when you get into that portal, there's a place where you can private chat. Click on the little private chat button and you can tell us who you are and what you want to talk about.
I hope a stranger just pops in there and wants to talk. It would be so cool. I don't believe in stranger danger. I like talking to strangers.
You're ready, huh?
Yeah. Do you know that we have the 3rd largest monolith in the world in Oregon?
Where?
Haystack Rock, Cannon Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's 236 feet tall.
I didn't know how tall that was.
It's pretty big.
Yeah. 3rd in the world?
In the world.
Huh. And what do they consider like a monolith? Like something that just like comes out of nowhere?
That's above my pay grade. I have no idea.
Yeah.
People got Google. They could look it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's a monolith? Okay, Google, what is monolith? There, I even did it for them.
So, no, did you notice the temperature drop too last night during the storm? That was what was crazy. I mean,
it didn't drop much because the AC cut off in my house about 7, and by about 2:00 in the morning, it was hot in there.
Well, right. But if you were outside, I was like standing just under the eave out, and I mean, within 20 minutes after the storm, it had dropped 20 or 30 degrees. It was significant. It didn't
I don't think it stayed that
no, it
cool.
didn't. It didn't. It came right back up. But that's the power of evaporative cleaning or cooling right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a swamp cooler.
Yep, it's exactly right.
The only thing is you sacrifice, the cool weather for being sweaty.
Yeah, the humidity goes up.
yeah.
But
I can be 10 degrees cooler and sweat.
Yeah,
sweat
but
like
when
it's about to die.
But when it's raining, it's already 100% humidity. So what do you have to lose, right?
True. But except for the fact that it's coming in the house.
Yeah.
If you open the window.
Yeah. Well, how about anybody out there? Did you guys have some trees go down in your neighborhood, your area? So,
that our state flag is the only flag that has different designs on each side.
Really?
Yeah, we have the state seal on one side and a beaver on the other.
I don't think I had ever known that.
Yep, it's the only state flag to carry two separate designs. It is.
I know. I wonder who came up with that, though.
The flag makers.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, no, we need another variation also.
Just because it's so Portland and Salem based.
Yeah.
I don't think, yeah. There's 9 lighthouses in Oregon and 5 are still used to this day.
Really?
Yeah, 9 lighthouses along the Oregon coast, and we still use 5 of them.
The Oregon coast is one of the most beautiful locations
by far.
It is like phenomenal. It's kind of funny because when I was in college, I went to Australia and New Zealand, and they always talk about the New Zealand coast, and it was beautiful. But once I got there, it was like, this looks like the Oregon coast. I mean, people have no idea what an incredible treasure that is.
When I moved to Oregon, I was like just dumbfounded by how beautiful the Oregon coast was compared to Southern California. Southern California, it's all flat and beaches, pretty much. I mean, not all flat and beaches, but you go to the beach and it's a big, huge beach with tons of people. You go to the beach in Oregon and there's cliffs and Thor's Well and Cape Perpetua and just all kinds of beautiful places. By the way, Cape Perpetua, if you have a fear of heights, I recommend not going within about 10 feet of that point, because when I got within about 10 feet of it, I started getting the wah-wahs, and I had to stop and take pictures of everybody else because I get like near cliffs or edges and I get that, whatever that is, that makes you kind of dizzy, and it's high.
I'm texting somebody who's trying to come in. So,
okay.
But you won't get on a step ladder. It's like heights are not your thing.
Yeah, because gravity's not nice to people my size. You hit the ground real hard.
Well, do you have but it's the gravity is the same for everyone. But do you have any
more surface area of me to hit?
I'm not disagreeing with you. Do you have any experiences where it's like, that doesn't work? I mean, any totally negative experiences with height?
I was in an airplane one time from Pendleton to Portland, and it was about 20 people on it, and that thing was shaking like, oh man, oh no, ooh. And then I was like, nah, no more.
You're getting worked up just thinking about it, aren't you?
Ever since then, every time I've had to fly as an adult, it's a couple Xanax, couple drinks. Unfortunately, well, I don't drink anymore, but back then, in order to fly, I had to get, kind of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what are you like when you get that way? Are you happy or grouchy?
No, I'm funny. Yeah. It's not.
I'm sorry. Every drunk thinks they're funny, don't you think?
I'm pretty.
No, I am. I'm pretty.
I like to be the life of the party.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that this last weekend with Hanson. We were out golfing and we were just telling old stories about back in the days. Whew. Yeah. Growing up in Eastern Oregon.
Yeah.
I'm super grateful to be sober today, though.
Yeah. Were you and Jake in school together?
We double dated senior prom.
Wow.
We graduated together, yeah.
So you guys are both old.
Yeah, but not as old as you.
Yes. Yeah. That's
So
well, yeah, but still.
I don't think I have to tell everybody that. I
mean, you mean I just look older than you, or I act older?
Both.
Both. Yeah.
Well, it's not hard to act older when I act like I'm about 16.
You know what's funny I've noticed about you is whenever you get into a tense situation, I mean, the stakes are high, you start talking. It's like, yeah. It's
probably a defense mechanism.
Yeah, I think it might be. As you get kind of, when you're a little out of your zone, you get, yeah. Hey, good morning, Dana.
Did you know for sports people, today's a pretty cool day. Today's Bobby Bonilla Day. And it's called Bobby Bonilla Day because he signed a contract with the Mets in the early 2000s. I don't remember exactly when it was, but his contract will pay him through the year 2035 on July 1st every year until he's 72 years old. He'll get $1.193 million for a baseball contract. He's been retired for over 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. You must not have your earpiece in.
What's that?
Do you have your earpiece in? There's some feedback or something.
No, it's just I'm having troubles with it this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Dana, this is a chance for you to call in this morning from the golf course. He's like the master of social media. So yeah, if you go to EOA.news and just follow the portal, you'll be able to jump in.
Yeah, somebody break the seal.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be the guinea pig on this.
Yeah. Was trying to.
What about what were we going to talk about today? There's something important that the
fireworks.
That's right. We want to get that started now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So brief people what's going on.
So basically the city has outlawed fireworks, legal fireworks. Obviously, illegal fireworks are outlawed anyways. Because of the dryness and because of the lack of water, and not only that, but also the fire. The forests, they are very dry, and a lot of cities around Oregon have done the same thing. Some counties have done the same thing. I know Dallas, where my kids live, their city put out a thing that they are not going to outlaw it. But there's some controversy because the city of LaGrande has decided to outlaw it, but Union County hasn't. And basically, I think we're adults. We can manage putting some fireworks off. My only argument to that would be that people think that because the fireworks are going on, that it's okay to be irresponsible, and it's almost like it goes hand in hand, kind of. I don't know. I feel like when people they have their 4th of July shindig or whatever, and there's still going to be people shooting off fireworks in LaGrande. I guarantee it. I thought I heard some last night.
Hey, Dana's here. Let's have him.
He's out on a golf cart.
Yeah. Hey, can you see us?
Good morning. Sorry, I'm driving a cart, but good morning.
Do you have a license to drive that thing?
Nope. Comes with my PGA membership. They just let you drive carts anywhere you want.
Is it hot out there?
Actually, today it's not too bad. It's kind of muggy.
It is. I'm sweating right now just sitting
here. But temperature-wise, it's definitely better than yesterday, for sure. We had to cancel some matches at the end of the day yesterday. They came back at 7 and finished.
You had to cancel messages. Oh, that I think you got a text or something. Yeah.
Yeah, his phone vibrated. You could see it. It went,
yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
Can you do that again? That was a cool special effect.
Yeah, that was a special effect because I'm that good at social media and stuff. I can special effect stuff. But they came back this morning. One match was 4 down with 4 to go, and the kid came back and won the first hole, so he lost 3 and 2. My odds-on favorite, Jonathan Scott, finished 1-2 up. I only say that because I taught him as a kid over in Salem.
Oh, that's fun.
We have one match that's in sudden death right now, and then the rest of the matches have just started today. And like I say, some of these kids will play 36 holes today.
Wow. It's supposed to get up to 95. It's not going to be cool by any means.
No, it's not going to be cool. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be as bad as yesterday. There's actually a little bit of a breeze, and the breeze is kind of cool, where yesterday the breeze was like a blow dryer.
Yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know, the Bob Norquist Oregon Junior Amateur Golf Tournament is going on right now at Buffalo Peak. Over 100 kids from around the state have brought their families to Union, Oregon, out to Buffalo Peak for this tournament. And the first 2 days were qualifying, and now they've moved into match play, where they take the first seed against the last seed, and it's basically a tournament in a bracket, and we'll end up with one winner in each division.
Yeah, and it's great for the community. Last night I left here, I don't know, it was probably about 8 o'clock, and I went by LJ Brewski's, and the street was full. in Union at 8 o'clock, usually they just fold it up and put it away at 7 o'clock, but the street was full. Brewski's was packed. There was lots of people in the stoplight. So it's been very good for the community for sure. Hotel rooms full. Very good.
The Eastern Oregon weather put on a show for him last night too.
Oh, it did too, and it was funny. I posted a picture to your thing. It's storming. To see the one I put that whole storm was about 35 miles long, and it came right over the top of Buffalo Peak, and it got pretty violent out here for a little bit. But then when I drove into LeGrand, it was really bad. I mean, driving that road, all the way out there, the wind was pretty bad. There were a couple of trucks that had gotten really slow because they probably get blowed over.
Yeah. Spruce Street was completely shut down. You could hear chainsaws running until 2:30 in the morning this morning.
The starter that was here, his name's Adam Young. He's from here. He's one of their officials that lives over in Eastern Oregon. He had a tree blow down and crush his car in the front of his house.
I know Adam Young. He's a year older than me.
Yeah, he had some damage last night.
Yeah.
Well, here's another Yahoo. Let's add him. Hey, dude.
Where are you at? Arizona? It looks a lot nicer there than it is here, wherever you're at.
It took me a little bit to figure it out. I'm technologically challenged.
That's not the only challenge in your life.
Well, where are you at, Cody?
The sky is much clearer.
In Denver, Colorado, watching a little softball.
I've got softball. That's right. If you guys followed his social media, you'd know where he was.
I did. I knew where he was already.
Stand by.
He was at a pizza parlor yesterday.
Right.
What's that?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So tell us again what you're doing, Cody. We won't talk over you.
We're at the Colorado Sparkler. It's a showcase tournament. Softball teams across the nation, from New York, Florida, everywhere in the state. They come to this tournament and show off in front of college coaches. We got coaches from up New York, Florida, all over the place. College coaches, about 400 different college coaches here.
Wow. Impressive.
Well, very
Can you hear me?
cool. Yeah, we got it.
We
did hear you. Yeah. Your video's breaking up a little bit, but we're glad you're here, man.
Is that Arizona State hat you have on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to switch that to U of O.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's gonna have to change to Ducks now. We're losing him.
Yes,
He's just
I am.
way delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
All
good
right,
luck
well-
over there. Yeah,
well-
tell all the girls kick some butt. Let's go. I don't know if they're all LeGrand girls. Probably not. It's probably a showcase team from all over. But yeah, kick some butt.
Yeah. Yeah, these girls she plays on a team out of Portland, and they're from the west side of the state.
All right. Well, thanks, Cody, for tuning in.
Thank you, Cody.
Jumping on. Yeah.
Yeah. Have an awesome day today. Enjoy that weather over there. Dana, it's looking nice behind you now. There's blue skies.
Oh yeah, no, it's beautiful out here right
All
now.
right, you guys.
Thanks, Cody. Yeah,
It's beautiful. I'm sitting up on the back of the 11th green so I can watch players hit into shots into number 2. And
Well, turn your camera around for a sec, will you? Can you?
how do you do that?
Well, there should be
I thought you were the social media guru.
there should be. Click on the screen and see if there's that little.
That's not the right button.
Well, the only buttons I have down there in this app that you have going on are mic,
Okay.
cam mic settings. Yeah, I don't have anything.
So if you go to
He
that
hit
one,
the wrong button. Good morning, Laura. That sucks, Lenora. Yeah, there's still people that don't have power, and people are posting pictures all over the internet of Spruce Street in that area over there. I heard they didn't have power in Elgin. There was I think I read 1,700 people without power last night.
wow.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the fireworks for a minute. So City of LeGrand has said no fireworks. The big deal but we're still having public fireworks displays, and there's a lot of people that are kind of unhappy about that or have differing opinions. So if you're watching the show today, weigh in, kind of tell us what you think.
Yeah, if you have an opinion on it, or let us know.
Here's
it's a
Dana.
tough
He's
one.
back.
It's a tough one. You know what I mean? Like where you
Don't make me press buttons, man. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
Obviously.
Well, just physically turn your phone around for a second.
There you go.
Yeah, look at how pretty that
look
is.
at how green that is.
Yeah.
It's a lot greener than my yard right now.
Good deal. Thanks, Dana.
Well, it gets pretty green when you put hundreds of thousands of gallons of water on it every day.
I'm sure.
Well, yeah,
and there's a deer running across the fairway. See him?
Yep.
Well, and one of the things we're talking about, Dana, is the whole firework thing. So kind of tell us what you guys are doing out there, because there's a little bit of discussion of like, wait a minute, the city of LeGrand's not having fireworks. Why are we still having a fireworks display?
Well,
and talk about what you guys are doing to prepare for that.
Okay, well, first thing people need to understand, these are professional fireworks. These have detonation. They detonate different. They burn up quicker. It's not like the illegal mortars you can buy. They're not the same. Plus, we'll also have 4 fire trucks actually on the golf course in strategic positions around the golf course. We're going to try and control where people are and whatnot. And the golf course is actually, it is, you look out here and you see all the dry fescue and stuff, but there's irrigation and that stuff. And that's really just what it looks like this time of the year. They're actually going to fire them off in the driving range, pointing towards the driving range, which is all nice and green. But remember, the fireworks are different. Just because you can buy a 4-inch mortar illegally doesn't mean it's the same as a 4-inch mortar that a pyrotechnician is off.
Yeah, well, those kind of
sense?
fireworks are always illegal, though. Those fireworks are always
right. They are always illegal.
Leaves the ground.
Right, and anything that leaves the ground. And I think that I am not so sure that the little sparklers and stuff you can buy. Those are probably not been banned, but I know that all the fireworks stands with the little bigger things have been banned because of the fire danger. Because those things literally spray sparklers all over the ground.
Nice catch.
So yeah, I was close. I caught it though.
Good catch. Good catch. Good catch.
But yeah, it is a totally different type of firework. It is not the same as those illegal ones you can buy.
Yeah, that fire in the gorge, Laura, was terrible. That was
right.
what, 3 years ago.
Right. Yeah, and the fire in the gorge. What people need to understand is that was started simply by a smoke bomb, but it was also out in the middle of the forest.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't in an open area like this where they were actually actively watching for issues. I mean, literally, I can turn on an irrigation system out here and dump 100,000 gallons of water on this place in an hour. So, I mean, I'm not worried about it. And if the fire chief here was worried about it, and they've been out here with me, we've talked about where we're going to place the fire trucks and things of that nature. If they were truly worried about it, trust me, they'd say, yeah, let's not do this. You know, that it's not us saying it's okay to do it. It's the fire chief here saying that it's okay. And so I'm not concerned. Now he shows up on the 4th of July and says, you know what, we've gone so long without any rain. You know, that's a different story. But as of today, they're still in agreement that the way we have it set up, the way we have it managed, it'll be fine.
Well, and I think that that's the point that a lot of people miss is that the reason that you have fireworks displays in a flat open area is because you have people that are visually looking for problems that have been ignited. And the reason you have fire trucks available is so then if there is an issue, which you do everything you can to reduce that, but if there is, they can immediately go there and keep it from spreading.
Yeah, and Laura brings up a good point. Educate your kids.
Well, that's just it. Educate your kids. You know, I got burned once pretty young with a firework that was illegal. I got burned pretty good. Never did that again. But you know, there's a comedian that says, hey, back when my day, I used to play with fireworks and we used to make our own. You know what happened to the other ones? Yeah, they didn't make it. Educate your kids. Tell them, or be with your kids. If in fact you're going to do fireworks, which you shouldn't, if you are going to do them, don't just send them out in your driveway. Go out there with them. To just be responsible.
Well, nobody's going to be shooting them off in LeGrand this year. Well, they still will be.
Well,
I'm pretty sure I heard some last night. I mean,
yeah, there were some last night I heard, but still, just I don't know. There's no right answer. Yeah,
the right answer is be responsible.
Yeah. And at this point, the responsible decision is, first of all, don't do them, and then don't do the illegal ones because they absolutely detonate different than a professionally made firework set off by a pyrotechnician.
Yeah, well, I think part of it, I mean, just the physics of it is a professional one goes up so much higher and then it explodes and the point is that it's dead before anything ever reaches the ground. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, that in and of itself, those physics are, is one of the deals. So
yeah, the papers are different that they're made of. The papers don't burn, so it's just different.
Well, and when you have people shooting off illegal fireworks, a lot of times they're mixing Grandpa's cough syrup with that, and that makes for bad decisions. Trust me, I've been shot in the leg with a mortar at the beach from a drunk guy that I didn't even know.
Oh yeah, we used to play war with Roman candles.
Oh,
bad decisions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's not make those.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. When I was a kid, my brother convinced me that if he put a blackjack firecracker in my pocket and I ran fast, that it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, so we put it in my pocket. Yeah, we put it in my put it in my pocket. He lit it. I ran, and I had a big burn spot on my butt. Yeah.
Well, there's an NFL player that's missing a few fingers from a firework.
Yeah, there's the hard way to learn it. Don't burn yourself.
Yeah, I don't mess around with them. I'll watch other people.
Hopefully, your brother can only pull that prank once.
Yeah, that was. Well, and it probably wasn't just him. I was probably like, what do you think? I mean, we were both all in. It's like, yeah. But there was another time when we were up on a roof and had a sheet, and we were like, do you think we could create a parachute? And I said, yeah, you go ahead and try it and let me know how it goes. And so
Let me how that works for you.
Yeah.
Not well. That does not end well.
No.
Here
Yeah.
comes some more of our golfers with some.
Nice.
They got some spectators with them. These, I think, are the 12 to 13-year-old boys.
Look how nice that course looks right now. I played on Saturday and the pins were really tough, but man, the course was nice. It was like hitting off of cushion. It was so nice.
The fairways are perfect right now.
Oh.
So
Dana.
Not that I hit the fairways very often, but when I do, it sure is nice.
Dana, I really liked that video that you did of the little measuring stick where you roll the ball. You have a thing and it tells you how fast the greens are. It's like
the stimp meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody says, it's kind of funny, boy, these greens are stimping slow. What are they, about 4 or 5? And you go and you actually take them on, you educate them, and they, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's nothing specific, but I'll tell you right now, during the week, the greens have dried out, obviously, and they're faster. And of course, that Golf Pro set some pins that are probably a little dirty today. Let's just call them that. So yeah, this will be a test for some of these kids today for sure.
So how do you, the one thing you didn't explain in the video is, so how do you increase or decrease the speed? Is that water and
height of the mower, the amount of rolling,
moisture, right?
Yeah, moisture. Here, watch. You see it? Can you see that young man?
Yeah,
he's a ways out there. Yeah,
he's left-handed.
I'll bet you these kids hate Buffalo Peak walking it. Oh man, that's a walk in this heat. Ooh, walking up to number 1. Ooh.
Not one kid is. Well, we have shuttles for number 1, but not one kid has complained. Yeah, not one kid has complained about the golf course at all. They think it was a treat for them to come over here. They've never come over here, so they thought it was a real treat. And unfortunately, there were some parents that, from the west side that, well, we don't want to drive. We're going to Union, Oregon. What's in Union, Oregon? Well, those parents are now hearing from the parents that were here, and their kids missed a wonderful opportunity, for sure. And I've definitely put our name in the hat for maybe hosting the Stroke Play Championship, which is a 54-hole stroke play event. It may be maybe a senior open qualifier or something like that over on this side of the state. So that would be cool to have.
Now we just need to get some kids involved in golf, so we have some local kids playing in this. Here's the thing, people, listen to me right now. This is a Dodsey advice. Here you go. Millions of dollars every year go to the wayside in Title IX women's golf scholarships. So if you have a daughter, put a golf stick in her hand.
It's funny. I was just talking to my daughter and about their 6-year-old Briar, and we were talking about sports, and I said that same thing. It's like, if she wants a free ride, to college, if she started and got good at golf, started right now. You
don't even have to be good, BC.
Well, that's just it, BC. If she can, at this point now with Title IX and the amount of money that goes unused, if you can get them to shoot in the middle 80s. There's also a program called the Evans Scholarship, which Sage, who works in the golf shop for me, she's also she's going to be a 3rd grade teacher, and she's a coach. We're looking into trying to get the Evans caddy scholarship going out here. It is an amazing program. Kids got a caddy 40 times a year for 2 years. They don't have to be great students. They don't have to be great golfers. If you get an interview to the Evans Scholarship, you'll wind up getting a scholarship, and it's a full ride 4-year renewable scholarship. Ridiculous. Come out and learn how to caddy. It's you volunteer to do it, but the guys are going to tip you. If you're a kid or a parent or looking into how am I going to get my kid into college because it's expensive, go online and look up the Evans Scholarship. It's part of the Washington Golf Association, but it's nationwide. It is the biggest, most funded, backed by its, the people that have received the most endowed scholarship foundation in the world.
Wow.
It used to have four campuses, Stanford, Oregon State, but now it's like all over the country. And it's a four-year full ride renewable scholarship. So it's you get an interview to the Evans Scholarship, you're probably going to school.
Wow. So again, if you're listening and you want to call in and do a video call in, it's EOA.news. If you type that in the browser, it will take you to the portal where you can jump in. EOA.news.
There's some more golf, guys. Hey guys, I got to roll.
Okay. Hey, thanks,
for having
man.
me on. Dodsy, I'll talk to you later.
Yep. Have a good day today.
All right. Thanks, man.
That's cool.
That's fun.
I just want some random weirdo to call in so bad, BC. I just want to meet somebody new.
Someone we don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, just some random. Like,
so
hey.
EOA.news.
Yeah.
EOA.news. Put that in the browser and jump on and talk to us for a few minutes. Tell us what's going on. Hey, I stopped by
the weather, by the way.
Oh, well, should we do that real quick?
Yeah, and then you tell me a story about stopping by wherever.
Yeah. So there's okay.
Look, we might get thunderstorms again tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to get up to 97. Humidity is high this morning, but it's going to drop, thankfully.
Yeah. So
I mean, the showers would be nice, but I don't want any more of the lightning and wind.
97
That wind was crazy last night.
Yeah, it was. And I just, whenever that happens, I always pray for the farmers. It's like I just can't keep from it because it's like, you got crops standing and it can be blown over or beat down by hail or whatever. Okay, so this is
and anything planted right now, I mean, got just battered last night too.
Yeah. So tomorrow
it's gonna get hotter.
It's get hotter. Yeah, it's just
humid in the morning again.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have an AC right now in the studio. I wore the wrong shirt. Usually I wear, polo that is the dry fit. Well, this one's not dry fit.
It's funny. I was not funny, but it's like I was thinking the other day as counting my blessings and thankful that we have good AC at work. And last night about 4:30, I was like, man, I'm hot. What's going on? And I go over to the display, and the display is like totally dark. And this was before all the power outages. So, yeah. No, anyhow,
for sure. I didn't sleep at all last night. We didn't get power. I had the light on in my room, and I was worried because my phone was just about dead. And I was afraid I wasn't getting my alarm. My phone was going to die, and I wouldn't wake up. So I just powered through. Drank a couple energy drinks.
So you didn't go to sleep at all?
0.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I told you that this morning.
I know, but I thought you were exaggerating.
No, I was not exaggerating. I got anxiety because I didn't want to be late. And then once the power got on and everything, and I got all situated, it was like 4:00 in the morning.
We just need to buy you one of those. They have those super loud alarms that are like 130 decibel.
Yeah, but the problem is it would have had to have been plugged in.
Yeah.
Right. And that, I mean, I set 3 alarms on my phone. They go off every 15 minutes just in case.
Wow. Anyhow, what I was going to tell you was I went by the bowling alley the other day, and because I wanted to kind of connect with those guys, and I didn't. I went in, didn't see anybody, but looked around for a minute. Man, it's so close. It's phenomenal.
They're hiring. They got hiring things out.
Oh, do they?
On social media. Laura, you are correct, but the only problem is the cigarette lighter port in my car doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's no door handle on the driver's side.
Yours and my cars. I mean, yours is just a little bit more crappy than mine, but not much.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
It gets me from point A to point B. That's all.
Well, and you and I have talked about this, but I'm amazed at the number of people that are paying $1,000 a month for vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
not gonna happen. I got if my car breaks down, I got Lamborghinis.
Lamborghini.
Yeah. I only live like 5 blocks from here.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not that far.
In the summertime, when it's nice and it's not too hot and not raining, I walk to work.
Yeah. Well, hey, how's the diet going? Let's talk about that.
It's going great. It's going great. Got the shot waiting yesterday, another couple pounds. Yeah, it's like Metrim right across. Like if you're on 4th Street, you can't miss it. It's right next to us, essentially. They can't be beat. It's not a gimmick. I keep telling people that. Yeah, there's pills, but they're all natural pills. There's a multivitamin. There's what's that? The fatty acid. There's a couple other ones, a probiotic and a vitamin B12 shot. And there's it's not a lot of effort. I would say that, yeah, eating 800 calories a day is a challenge. It is. And part of that challenge is just energy. When you're in a calorie deficit, obviously you're not going to have a lot of energy, and you have to be creative about TJ. It's about the same price as groceries and going out to eat during the week. I would say about $100 a week, and a little bit more, give or take, depending upon the week.
Yeah, and I would say there's a little upfront cost to get going, but then the monthly charge is about the same as what you would pay for.
Wow, do you see this? You see this guy that jumped in here? This is a spam. Read that, VC.
No, thank you. Yeah,
just thank you for that information. I'm gonna get that looked at.
I'm not sure he's really watching. It was like, it's like
I would not expect so.
It's
like TJ right across the street. Yes, yep.
It's like a bot. I think that there are bots that just like will insert comments here and there. And
yeah, every time a good-looking lady friend requests me on Facebook, I just automatically hit delete.
I know.
I don't even have to look.
I know. I got the same thing. And every once in a while, I'll give Tanya our time. It's like, hey, look.
Yeah, look at this.
This
girl. This
girl wants to be my friend.
Yeah, right. They just pirate those pictures. They use random Facebook profile pictures. It's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if this dude's being serious or not. Beatrice. Yeah, TJ, you can also go on their website and sign up for a free consultation. The consultation's free. You sign it up for it. You go in there, you meet the nurse, you meet the front desk lady, you meet Dr. Kopp. He tells you about the journey and about everything involved, and then he presents the price. It's free though. The consultation is 100% free.
Yeah. And how far are you down now?
A little over 40 pounds. And
wow.
I am just under 3 months in.
Wow.
Which, I mean, I'm on pace to hit my goal. My goal was right around 95 pounds in 8 months. So I'm ahead of pace, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. And it hasn't been real hard. I mean, there's been some days that are challenging and, compounded. Is there somebody knocking on our door?
Yeah, hang on. Just you go ahead and keep talking.
Yeah. Anyway, so with Metrim, there are days where there's the compounded factors of calorie deficit, being tired. But one of the things for me is they're really supportive. Like all the people that work in there, they're on your team. And the cool thing for me is one of the people that watches my sports show joined, and she is doing Metrim as well. And we interact every Wednesday when we have our appointment at the same time. And I get to see what it's doing for her as well, which is like really cool. I mean, it's really cool to have somebody that saw it on my show, that is also going, and I get to hear about how much weight she loses every week too. It's awesome, and there's some accountability there as well. Yeah, TJ, it'll come off quick too. The program is designed for, I always say, if you want to lose 5 pounds, if you want to lose 100 pounds, it's designed to take off weight quick but safely, and it's overseen by a doctor. You get a blood test, they do an EKG on you, they make sure that your body could handle that calorie deficit, and then it's pedal to the metal from there.
Yep. Well, hey man, let's do your stuff.
Do my list. All right, let's do it. It's kind of long today. It was kind of fun.
That's good.
On this day in 1863, free city delivery of mail began in 49 U.S. cities, and postage was 3 cents per ounce. In 1904, the first Summer Olympics game ever in the United States were held in St. Louis. They opened on this day. In 1908, on this day, SOS, the distress signal, became the worldwide standard for help. 1934, on this day, the first X-ray photo of an entire body was taken in Rochester, New York. 1943, in this day, pay as you go, the first withholding tax from paychecks. On this day, 1943. 1966, on this day, Medicare went into effect. 1979, on this day, so 26 days before I was born, 1979 on this day, Sony introduced the Walkman, the first popular portable cassette player. And then finally, in 2018, on this day, LeBron James signed a 4-year, $154 million deal with the Lakers, moving from Cleveland. The number one song for the day was still, in 1991, my girl, Paula Abdul. And the quote for the day, Denzel Washington: never confuse movement with progress, because you can run in place and not get anywhere. So one more time, never confuse movement with progress, because you can run in place and not get anywhere.
Wow. Good stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that was good. That was cool. I think that if we promote it, maybe we can get some randoms to call in, or maybe, I think it'll be cool. And one of the other things that we should talk about too, obviously sports show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30. We have the daily or nightly news roundup at 5:00 in the evenings. We have the weather coming out at 6 on Friday nights. And then we have AM on EOAlive, 8:00 Tuesdays and Thursdays. But the cool thing for AM on EOAlive is we're going to start shooting it in studio again. So down the road in a couple weeks, we're going to set everything up in studio, and BC and I will be up at a table with an actual camera instead of sitting at our desks. And we're going to make it more of an experience for people. But
people can still remote in as guests. You're still going to be able to call in. So yeah, we're working on the technology for that. So
yeah, and I mean, we can set it up to where people can phone call it too. I mean, I have a innkeeper sitting right next to me. Yeah. So eventually it'll be hopefully fully interactive. In a couple of weeks, we'll have Keeping It Clear with Cody Bowen. The last show was a huge success. It was awesome. One of the things that I love the most about Keeping It Clear with Cody Bowen is, and I pride myself on knowing a broad range of people, but the diversity of the people that watch that show is so cool. I mean, you got people from all walks of life chiming in, and I love it. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Is today Thursday?
Today's Thursday.
Oh, sweet.
All righty.
See you on Tuesday. Appreciate you, Eastern Oregon.
Mm-hmm.